And sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the New York Jets. Strap in, the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Easy.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Homer. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Wilson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Going on the ground with Homer. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
They go play action with Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shoves him away. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2.
Now Wilson.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal, Denver.
This is Homer. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They go play action now. Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it up. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, there he goes, right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man that was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
This is 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Trenton Cannon, his first carry of the ball game. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. A gain of 22. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stops right there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich from 21 yards away. And the Broncos will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Breece Hall. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Wilson on the keeper. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second and 5.
They'll run this with Homer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On second down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and he forced an incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that's...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jermaine Johnson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game. So you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. Blankenship's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
No return here for Erickson. Touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2nd and 11 now. Now it's Wilson. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run with Hall. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
It's 4th down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go now. Track it 60.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Wilson's going to hold on to it.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown.
Zach Wilson,
as the first half is winding down.
and the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Finds Dulcich out left side.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Erickson going to take this from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hall ought to give up the middle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Hall again.
Oh, good move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
D.J. Jones.
What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Here's Wilson to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Smith to return it. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Will McDonald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Erickson. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll go again with Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. A handoff for Hall. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 30. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards that time.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 4 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Wilson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be
certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Erickson now to return. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Ball again on 2nd down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crew.
There he goes, left side.
He may go.
And all the way home for the Broncos score. Trenton Cannon, 69 yards.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return for Erickson out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Hall again.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Well, Wilson going to change things up here.
Here's a give to Hall. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Now Hall.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because That's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Wilson.
Pass taken in by P-Ryan.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw is Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Jermaine Johnson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Got his man, it's Dosich.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Second and 10.
Now it's Wilson.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
They'll come up now on second down.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.